Shalom, my friends. Pull up a chair. Let's have a glass of tea. You hear that noise? That constant chatter, that buzz of anxiety? It's the sound of the world trying to guess what will happen tomorrow. The stock market, they call it. To me, it sounds like 1,000 people in a crowded room, all shouting at once, hoping to guess the one true secret. They are trying to time the market, a fancy phrase for guessing, for gambling. They watch the little ticker on the screen like it's a horse race, biting their nails, hoping their horse comes in. But I want to tell you about a different way, a calmer way, an older way. It's a way of thinking that has been passed down through my family and through many families for generations. It's not about guessing, it's about building. It's not about timing the market, it's about time in the market. The core idea is simple, yet it seems to be the world's best-kept secret. You don't get rich by guessing, you profit by building. To understand this, let me tell you a story. It's not about stocks or charts. It's about a man I imagine from my grandfather's stories, a fellow named Mendel who lived in a small shtetl. Mendel was not a speculator. Mendel was an orchard keeper. Now, Mendel didn't just throw seeds on the ground and hope for the best. That would be gambling. No, his work was guided by a principle, a deep-seated idea we call le dor vidor. It means from generation to generation. This wasn't just about his own life, his own quick profit. Everything he did was with an eye on his children, and his children's children. When Mendel decided to plant a new apple tree, he wasn't thinking about the apples he would get next year. A sapling gives little fruit. He was thinking about the shade his grandchildren would sit under. He was thinking about the cider they would press 50 years from now. His timeline wasn't the next financial quarter. It was the next lifetime. So, what did he do? First, he chose his ground. He didn't just pick any open spot. He studied the soil. He saw where the sun fell in the morning and where it rested in the afternoon. He understood the flow of water. This is like our modern due diligence. It's the slow, unglamorous work of researching a company. Not its stock price today, but its foundation. Does it have good soil? Does it have strong roots? Is it a business that will stand the test of time, not just the test of Tuesday? Then, he planted the sapling. He didn't just dig a hole. He enriched the soil with compost. He gave it nutrients. He made sure the roots had room to grow, to breathe. This is your initial investment. You don't just throw your money at a popular name. You place your capital, your seeds, in a place where you have given it the best possible chance to thrive. You've done your homework. You've prepared the ground. And then came the hardest part of all, patience. Mendel watered the tree. He protected it from pests. He pruned it when necessary. But he did not stand over it with a measuring tape every day, yelling, "Grow faster!" He didn't see his neighbor's vegetable patch sprout up quickly and think, "Oh no, I've made a mistake. I should have planted zucchini." Zucchini is a quick return. It's delicious for a season. But an orchard is a legacy. He understood that there would be years of drought and years of flood. There would be late frosts and early winters. These are the market cycles, the recessions and the bull runs. Mendel didn't uproot his entire orchard because of one bad winter. That would be madness. He trusted the roots he had so carefully helped to establish. He knew the seasons would change, and the sun would return. Panic selling during a downturn is like chopping down your orchard for firewood at the first sign of winter. You solve a short-term problem by destroying your long-term future. This brings us to another pillar of this mindset. Bal Tashchit. A beautiful concept. It means do not destroy. On the surface, it's about not being wasteful. You don't cut down a fruit tree in a siege, the Torah tells us. But it's deeper than that. It's about not destroying potential. It's about not wasting your resources, your energy, your capital, on foolishness. How does our modern market timer behave? He jumps from one hot stock to another. He hears a tip, and he sells everything to buy this new, sure thing. He is constantly uprooting his saplings. He is wasting his seeds on rocky ground. He isn't building an orchard. He is just making a lot of holes in the ground. This is a violation of Bal Tashchit. He is destroying his own potential for true, lasting wealth. He is burning his own fruit trees for a moment's warmth. Mendel the orchard keeper, however, practiced Bal Tashchit every day. He didn't waste water. He didn't use a broken tool when he could mend it. And most importantly, he didn't waste his most precious resource, his effort and his capital on gambles. Every decision was deliberate. Is this action building the orchard? Is it making it stronger for the future? If the answer was no, he would not do it. He would see a hot, dry summer, a bear market, and instead of panicking, he would focus on digging the irrigation ditches a little deeper. He would work on strengthening the soil. In investing terms, this is what they call dollar cost averaging. When prices are low, when the market is dry, you don't run away. You see it as an opportunity to acquire more of your strong, well-researched assets at a better price. You are deepening the roots of your orchard. And this leads to the ultimate purpose of the orchard. Why did Mendel work so hard? For a big pile of apples to gloat over? No, that is not the way. The purpose was guided by the principle of Tzedakah. Now, Tzedakah is often translated as charity, but the root of the word means justice or righteousness. Mendel's goal was to build an orchard so bountiful that it could not only feed his family for generations, Lador Vidor, but could also support his community. A strong, stable, productive orchard meant he could give baskets of apples to the poor without a second thought. It meant he could help the new family in the village build their home. It meant the success of his patient work created a surplus that could bring justice and support to the world around him. A gambler who hits a lucky streak might donate a large sum once. It's flashy, but what happens when his luck runs out? His giving stops. His impact was fleeting. Mendel's orchard, however, produced year after year, season after season. His ability to give, his tzedakah, was sustainable. It was built into the very structure of his wealth. It was predictable, reliable, and just. True wealth, the kind that lasts, isn't for the self alone. It is a tool. It is a responsibility. By building your financial orchard with patience and wisdom, you are not just securing your own future. You are building the capacity to do good in the world in a lasting way. You are creating a fountain, not just filling a bucket. So let's bring this back from the shtetl to your screen. What does this mean for you today, with your savings, with your retirement account? It means you stop trying to guess the rain. You are not a weather forecaster. You are a farmer. You are an orchard keeper. First, embrace Lador Vidor. Think in decades, not days. When you look at an investment, ask yourself, is this a business I would be comfortable owning a piece of for the next 20 years? Is it built on a solid foundation, a real need in the world? Or is it a fleeting trend, a zucchini? Invest for your grandchildren, even if you don't have any yet. Second, practice Bal Tashchit. Do not destroy your own hard work. This means stop checking your portfolio every day. It's like poking a seed to see if it's growing. You'll only kill it. Don't waste your money on high fees for expert guessers. Don't waste your emotional energy on the panic and euphoria of the daily news. Don't sell a great company just because its stock price had a bad season. Don't uproot your apple tree. Conserve your capital for the things you have researched and truly believe in for the long term. And finally, let your investing be guided by tzedakah. What is the purpose of this wealth? Define it. Is it to provide for your family? To secure a dignified retirement? To have the freedom to pursue your passions? To build something? To fund a cause you believe in? When your goal is a righteous and just one, it becomes easier to ignore the siren song of the quick buck. Your orchard has a purpose beyond mere accumulation. It has a soul. So, my friends, turn off the noise. Stop listening to the shouting heads on television who claim to know the future. They don't. No one does. Instead, pick up a shovel. Metaphorically, of course. Start thinking like Mendel. Choose good ground. Plant strong saplings. Nurture them with patience. Protect them from your own panic. And build an orchard that will not only provide for you, but will be a blessing for generations to come. That is how you win. You don't guess. You build. You don't time the market. You profit. Slowly, surely, and righteously from time itself. Now, who wants more tea?